Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. And this is your bold and the beautiful recap for October 5th. And today, it looks like Liam is revealing new information to Brooke. Taylor is pleading with Steffy to stop pushing her toward Ridge. Ridge surprises Taylor in Aspen, and Thomas and Hope share a close moment. So before we unpack all of this, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel for all updates, and please don't forget to like and share. So we're back over at the Forrester Mansion Terrace, where once again we see a recap of Ridge getting hit over the head with a pine cone while he's contemplating his destiny and thinking about both Taylor and Monaco and also Brooke Logan. He picks it up. He had this weird smile. Can we move on? So we're now over in Aspen. Taylor tells Steffy coming out there was a good idea. Now, Steffy thinks maybe they should buy Bill's house and make it a family retreat. Now, Taylor wants to find this whole new path forward and feel like she can want to be herself again. Steffy replies, as long as that path don't take you away from us and leads you right back to Dad. Give it a rest, Steffy. Now, over at Brooke's place, she asks Liam, Hope haven't gotten back to you yet? He was like, nah, she hasn't. Now, Brooke figures that she's still tied up in the meeting. Liam warns to avoid the use of the term tied up when it comes to Thomas. Liam, cut it out. Now, Brooke is really frustrated and hates the fact that he's monopolizing Hope's time. No, Hope made a choice to go over there. Now, Liam complains that if she want to see her son, she got to see him too. That's exactly how Thomas wants this. Now, over at Forrester, Hope is sorry that Thomas had to go through that whole CPS situation. Now, the important thing is that he and Douglas is all right, and she lets him know that if he had called her, she would have been there for him. Now, he didn't realize that she had that much faith in him. They both share this smile, and Hope wants to see Douglas later, and Thomas lets her know that, hey, you're always welcome at the mansion. He knows that she's not entirely happy with Douglas being at the Forrester mansion, but Hope admits that she's missing him at the cabin, and she wasn't open to this at the beginning, but it's clear Douglas is enjoying himself and the time that he's having with his dad. You're good with him, Thomas. I've never seen Douglas as happy as he is right now. That's what Hope is saying. And then Thomas was like, I don't ever want you to wonder if Douglas is ever safe with me. She don't want him to be afraid to talk to her about things like CPS either. Now, they agree to collaborate well together at work, and Hope points out where Douglas is concerned, they both have a common goal. Talks turn to hope for the future. Hope tells Thomas their line is a success. Thomas always gives his best to her and hope for the future, and they get to looking at these sketches. Before we see what happened with Thomas and Hope with these sketches, let's go back to Aspen. Taylor looks out the window and she's like, now, Steffy offers to call Othello and get some reservations, but Taylor wants to just stay in and order in. Now, she's saying how that she's been acting like a teenager coming back to LA inspired some questionable choices. Now, Steffy disagreed with her and urges her not to give up on Dad. Wah, 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 wah. Now, Taylor doesn't want to stay stuck in the cycle anymore, and Steffy is pleading, you gotta hold on. Steffy is claiming how she sees Ridge adores Taylor every time he looks at her. Of course, Taylor sees it too, and that's why she said, you know what, I got to stay away from him. When she's with him, she can only think what if, and he's not going to tell her that she is his future and Brooke is his past. Steffy insists Brooke is going to break his heart, break his trust, just wait. Taylor needs her to just stop encouraging this thing between her and her dad. Thank you. Set some boundaries. I don't want it like this. It's just going to cause a lot of heartbreak and disappointment for all of us. Now, over at Brooke's place, Liam suggests that she cancel her dinner plans and they go over to march over to Eric's right now. Now, Brooke cracks up and said that she needs her time with Ridge to reconnect. Liam hopes, oh, I hope you have a really nice time tonight. Brooke is like, oh yeah, we're going to have an amazing time, just like you and Hope are going to. And then Liam was like, if she comes home in time. Then he make a confession that there has been a few nights that Hope has taken Beth to Eric, and she's been spending the night there too. This is when Brooke's nerves really kick into high gear, and Liam is grateful that she has his back. Now, Brooke tells Liam he needs to be there for her daughter. You have a future with her, just like I have with Ridge. Well, Brooke, I don't know. Back to these sketches, because over at Forrester, Hope and Thomas hands touch as they both reach for the pencil and a slit to the dress in the sketch. They smile. She was like, oops, and decided to head out and talk about, you know what, I gotta leave. Let me just see you back at the house. And Hope was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Look like Hope might be catching feelings for Thomas, but we gotta wait and see. So back over in Aspen, Steffi is pleading, Mom, Dad loves you, you know that. Taylor reminds her once again, he's committed to Brooke. Steffi is like, the marriage is going to implode, just wait. It always does. Now, Taylor doesn't want him to choose her because he gets mad at Brooke. She wants all of him or nothing, but he can't give that to her. She was like, I deserve so much more. She urges Steffi to focus on your own happiness and your own life. Steffi is still wheedling for Taylor to give Ridge just one more time. Taylor insists, look, I'm not doing this anymore. She reminded Steffi how this works. He shows up, says he want to be with her, but he eventually goes back to Brooke. I can't do this anymore, Steffi. I'm done. She has to get and give the love and support to herself that she's been giving away, and is breaking her. Steffi finally gets it and understands and says how sorry she is, and this is where they embrace. I hope she get it because I'm sick of Steffi being annoying about the situation. I think she's making her mom more stressed out than this whole thing with Ridge. So over at Forrester, Thomas takes a call from who else? Steffi, who tells him that Taylor is having a really hard time, probably because of you, Steffi, and she's questioning everything. She asks, what's going on with Dad? And Thomas is puzzled that she hadn't heard from him either. Steffi says she texted him before they landed, but assumed he was in a meeting. Thomas goes on that the last time he saw him, they were talking about Brooke, but he's no longer in the building. Now, over at Brooke's, Brooke is leaving a message for Ridge and left a voicemail asking him to let her know what time he'll be home so she can order the car. I can't wait to see you. And she hears a car outside and turns toward the door. Well, guess what, Brooke? It ain't Ridge. So finally in Aspen, Taylor stands beside this creek and she goes into that fantasy being with Ridge and Monte Carlo. She's shaking her head and she's walking, and suddenly Ridge calls out to her, and then he appears. And Taylor gives him this weary, knowing look, and she ain't smiling about it either. So we got to stay tuned because it looks like he's going to be pleading with Taylor to hear him out. And then there's a surprise visit that's coming from Bill that provides Brooke with the information that she's looking for later on this week. So we got to stay tuned. Okay, so there you have it, your bold and the beautiful recap for Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. If you haven't checked out the Young and the Restless recap also for today, it has been uploaded to the channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.